the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. And it is indeed a privilege to be part of this August gathering for the GCAT 2024. I gather that this is the 5th annual conference, and also I saw some of the report saying that the kind of acceptance of the paper is only 17%. That shows the kind of papers that were received worldwide, and from 22 countries the papers have been received. It's really a global event, and it's indeed to be happy to be part of it. I have a keynote address followed by this, but I will be brief in terms of what I wanted to say. I see a lot of the students gathered here, so I would like to only convey a very pointed message very briefly. So since you are all must be aiming to get into the industry, right? So on completing your job and doing internship. So the importance of internship, I would like to all of you to keep in mind, because the best, if you see, since I have having studied in the UK, so you see that the industry internship is given a lot of importance overseas, right, compared to India. So it's gaining momentum, but while you do your graduation, it's you should go to your faculty and try to ask for internship opportunities, and also look at AICTE portal. There are government internships available. For example, AICTE announces work-based learning internship, where ERNet is part of the internship offerings, where the monthly stipend of 10,000 rupees is offered to students to come and work in our ongoing projects. So we work in IoT, quantum key distribution, and Li-Fi, visible light communication, and all those emerging areas. And institutions like CDAC, they work on supercomputing, right, quantum computing, and those are the cutting edge technology areas where you will get to work alongside the scientist on the ongoing projects. So these were the kind of opportunities that you will get to know through AICTE internship portal. So that I would like to highlight, because internship doesn't only come to your desk, but rather you should proactively look at internship portals and also industry internships, because there are companies. You are closer to Bangalore, so you should always look for opportunities like Texas Instruments, right, Qualcomm, Sasken. There are startup companies and big companies, smaller ones. So through NASSCOM, for example, NASSCOM is a software association which will encompass many software industries. So you should look for opportunities through multiple agencies. So industry internship is quite important while you do your graduation. By the time you complete, you should say that 6 months I have done internship will add a lot of values. Okay, so that message I would like to point. And then so every individual is different, right? Some people have research interests, some will have, let's say, pursuing masters and further in their academic career. Some wants to get into the industry. So play to your strength. Don't try to copy what is done by your friend. Rather play to your strength, right? So that individual excellence or identifying your own core strength is important. While doing this 4-year degree, identify your strength, where you are good at. Some guys are good in hardware, some are good in software, right? Some are good in doing a lot of mathematical stuff. Probably they are academically oriented. So there is no one size fits for all, right? So you should identify your strength and play to your strength, right? You should try to sell your strength. It is like marketing your own skills in front of the industry or an R&D institution. That I would like to highlight. And also adapt to technology changes. Today, all your NPTEL lectures, edX, Coursera, everything is available to you online, right? It is not only Ncet faculty that can teach you, right? So a lot of things are available online, but don't get distracted. There is no replacement for your classroom teaching and the rigorous learning that you get from a book, right? A textbook, you should be thorough. So the fundamentals is one thing, and other is that learning the technology changes from online sources another. So both are complementary. So you learn from both. So with this brief, since I have a keynote, so I will try to cover something on IoT security. I wish all the students and the entire NCET community all the very best for the 5th GCAT 2024 event. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Your presence has made this event even more gracious. I would now request and invite Dr. Nandakishore CV, GCAT Program Coordinator and Professor, Department of EC, to introduce the Guest of Honor of the Day.
I, Nandakishore CV, GCAT Program Coordinator and Assistant Professor of Department of EC, take immense pride in introducing the Guest of Honor, Dr. Chanakya Kumar Jha. He is the Managing Director and CEO of Western Business School, Pune. He holds a PhD and MA degree along with IIM certification in Business Analytics. As a senior member of IEEE, he actively participates in various committees, including serving as a subcommittee member of IEEE R10 Asia Pacific for chapter coordination and as chair of humanitarian technology for IEEE India Counseling. He is also a member of humanitarian activity committee for IEEE R10 and chair site within IEEE Bombay section. Dr. Jha has received numerous accolades, including being named Professional Icon of Maharashtra by Lokmat in 2022 and engaged social educationalist of Digital India by Education Post in 2016. He was awarded the Best Research Award by Wacom Shanghai in 2012 and received an appreciation award in Diyala University, Iraq, for his contribution to research coordination. He serves as a mentor for JSR Lab and ranking of higher education and is the Joint Secretary of Federation of World Academicians in India. He has been an invited speaker at various prestigious conferences, including MICC 2007 in Malaysia and the WICC conference in Bangladesh in 2016, as well as HTC conference for IEEE Asia Pacific in 2017. Furthermore, he has been a jury member for various IEEE conferences over the past 3 years. His research contribution includes the publication of 40 papers in high-quality peer-reviewed journals and conferences, the authorship of 1 book with New Age publication, and filing of 38 patents. He has also traveled to 12 countries for collaborative work in research and innovation. Sir, I'm very glad to introduce for this conference. Thank you, sir.
I would now request Guest of Honor of the Dr. Chanakya Kumar Jha, sir, to address the gathering.
Very good morning to all of you. I am very thankful to the organizing committee of Nagarjuna College of Engineering and Technology, the head of administration department, all the faculty members of the organizing committee and the different departments, and thankful to the principal of the Nagarjuna College of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Ravi Kiran sir, and director of Nagarjuna College of Engineering and Technology, Dr. S.G. Gopal Krishna sir. They are the actual pillar who help us, who help you to organize this kind of conferences. Dr. Gopal Krishna sir was the founder member, or he is the one of the founder member of this conference, who initiated this conference, Global Conference of Advancement and Technology. I am very thankful to Principal sir to allow me to be part of this conference. And continuously the essence of conferences is going to grow and grow. Many faculty HODs also asking about now the contribution of Honorable Principal for this conference is very good, and he is giving all kind of supports, and really for organizing the conference and TPC and other method review process for implementation of anything. We don't have to do the much work because the management support and the institution support is always to organizing the conferences, and that is the reason in actual this institution having the good ranking like NBA and all things is that. It is really a subject of glad that we reached in a position to achieve and complete this 5th series and 5th edition of this GCAT, Global Conference of Advancement on Technology. In the continuously from the 1st series to the 5th series, the number of papers is coming from the different arenas, different areas of the research and the different geographical region. It's appreciable. So for this credit cannot be given to anyone, but this kind of credit is always given to the organizing committee and the marketing team for this global conference. In nowadays, this conference become the global conference in real means. Despite receiving the many papers in the thousands, it is really a difficult job to accept a good quality papers. We can say after the COVID-19, the scenario of research is going to change totally. Almost all research is going and people are doing the research. Many researches in the computer engineering and the interdisciplinary branches of the computer engineering, information technology engineering. And accordingly, the different tools exist in the market that is very useful, but really some of the tools are very harmful to create a research environment, good research environment inside the country. Many people now, because in year I'm reviewing around 4,000 papers. And it is very sad actually to tell the only 100 papers among the 100 or 200 papers among the 4,000 papers are really in a good manner to be published in the good quality journals on the conferences. Because many people who's writing the paper don't know the actual meaning of the paper. They don't understand what should be the title of the paper, because many of them are taking the reference of the title by using the different tools which is used to help the researchers like ChatGPT and all. See, only thing is that I'd like to ask you, all people, don't believe on any tools to write the paper, to make the title. Always try to involve the social demand and social responsible technology among the social community. The terms, the research, the title, if comes from the social community, it will be really a real means of the research, and this research cannot be stopped, cannot be limited to only write the papers. It can be patent and it can be converted to the product. The meaning of research, writing is the first stage of conversion the product. If you are not understanding the actual meaning of the research paper, then there is no need to submit the paper. Even if you will submit the paper, write the paper, it will be published, but you will not get the actual outcome of the research paper, like getting the good citations from the different platform. You will not able to get some indexing. If your paper don't generate the indexing, if your paper is not able to cite it, then there is no meaning of the write the paper. So don't waste your effort to write that kind of paper. The thing is only, if you write the normal paper, useless, that is not useful for the research community. It takes 1-2 months, but if you will give 1 or 2 months more, that paper will really useful to you and useful to others only. We are writing the paper for us, but we are publishing the paper for all. So thanks you all people to be part of the global conference, the 5th edition of this global conference for advancement in technology. And I wish all the participants that your papers will be published in the good manner and you will get the real outcome from this conference. Again, I am very thankful to the principal sir and the director sir to always provide the support in real means to improve the quality of this conference, and hope next conference, the next sixth generation of the conference will be more and more vibrant, and it will be spread around the world again and again. Thankful to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement and knowledgeable words. I would now request and invite another guest of honor of the day, Dr. S.J. Gopal Krishna, sir, Director NGI, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. Respected Chief Guest of the Day and Resource Person, Dr. Paventhan, my good friend Dr. Chanakya Kumar Jha, beloved Principal Dr. Ravi Shankar, Mr. Shibu and Dr. Nagesh, other heads of the departments, faculty members and students, press and media people. Now, organizing a conference of this scale is really very difficult. According to the statistics they have given, about 2,000 papers have come, but out of 2,000 papers, about 250 papers are being published. This shows the quality screening. I think we should give a big round of applause to Chanakya Kumar Jha, who has been driving this along with Mr. Harish Patil. Can you please stand up there, Harish? Give him also a big hand. He is the person who is working from behind. See, getting the papers from 22 countries is not a joke. Contacting the people, contacting the researchers and getting the paper is very tough. He has done that. Then after that screening, there is a good team behind them and they have done the screening. Okay, this is on one part. I was just going through the abstracts. I was very interested to see some of the topics like emotion detection in Indian classical dance performance. Can you imagine this? Somebody doing Bharatanatyam, what emotions they give, that emotion is detected and it is processed. And the system should tell, or the process should tell, what is the emotional output given by that artist. Fantastic thinking on the researchers. A key word, even IIT Delhi recently, they have also published one article on, very interestingly, if the roads do not have potholes, if the pedestrian crossing, if the pedestrian pathway, everything is updated, the pollution level in the metros will come down. The particulate matter, PM what we call 2.5 will come down. Can you imagine this? It is again, see, these are small things which our government should look into so that the convenience of the people, the society is looked at. Recently, there is another publication wherein there was a very big hype about green hydrogen. Green hydrogen as an alternative fuel to the automobile vehicles. Now, the green hydrogen production itself is very costly. It has not been commercialized because of the cost, and therefore some of the companies have dropped that idea. They are going ahead with the same old lithium-ion battery, electric vehicles, all that, again gaining some more importance. Now the application of AI, when we see, there are a lot of such applications. Please note, a paper can be written with the help of ChatGPT. What is the use of that paper? it is all copied. The plagiarism check, what Chanakya was mentioning, it is copied from some source. See, you are taking the help of ChatGPT for fine-tuning your knowledge. Your knowledge, your thinking, that is okay. But we see that some people, they are simply using ChatGPT to produce the papers. That is not correct. What will happen is, this will lead to poor quality of papers. Secondly, malpractice in the paper publication. All these should not happen. So therefore, the screening of the papers, that's why it's very, very important that we screen the papers properly. We have heard some of the students, even their reports, for example, the internship report, the project reports, they can do it using a tool. But the teachers are very clever to identify such mistakes. If the teachers can identify, yes, we can ask the students to redo that work. But if it goes unnoticed, this is what I say as screening. So screening takes a very vital role. Organizing a conference of this size is really difficult. 22 countries, getting papers from all of them. Wonderful work by these people, Chanakya and Harish Patil. Congratulations to all the participants for enabling themselves in publishing their papers here. Let this conference be a successful one. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's a matter of proud privilege for me now to request and invite our own admirable person, Dr. B.V. Ravishankar, sir, Principal Ncet and the GCAT Conference Chair as well, for the concluding remarks.
Good morning to all of you. Where much has been already said by the experts, the chief guest, the guests of honor, our director already spoke. He also was mentioning about the research, and sir was telling some people may be very good in hardware and some of them may be good in the software. And overall put together, finally it boiled down to what is called as the quality. So always I keep telling wherever I go that one has to prove P is equal to Q. Whatever the profession you belong to should be equal to the quality. There is no compromise with respect to the quality. I really compliment Chanakya Kumar Jha and his team, Harish Patil, and also the Department of Electronics and Communication of Nagarjuna College of Engineering and Technology, taking, interest in shortlisting out of 2,000 plus to 200 plus. I was told last year it was 22% shortlisted, and this time it has been reduced further to 17%. That means the quality has become very cautious. And coming to writing the papers, it was mentioned by our job. Right, writing the paper and increasing the numbers is not the criteria. It is not that you add one more paper to your kitty, but it has to be a research paper. Research. That means you say you should have gone very deep into the aspects of the topic that you have selected. Then again, director was mentioning, internship reports, project reports, using ChatGPT. There are so many tools have come now. But Nagarjuna College of Engineering and Technology in particular, Electronics and Communication Department took a note. They checked all the reports and 90% of the reports were, sir, done through ChatGPT. And we made it a point to ask the students, I think third semester students, you have to be very cautious. Ask the students to redo the report and submit. I don't know what the other departments have done. Same instruction were given to other departments also. Please check, because today you can escape. Tomorrow somewhere you will get the filter. So you will be caught until unless you have that originality. The originality comes with your thinking, intelligence. And until unless you process the intelligence, you cannot achieve the quality. So the very purpose of this particular conference, like, global conference, for what? For advanced technology. Advance. Already technology is advancing further and further. It is not like saying, no, change is permanent, change is constant. Likewise, technology will be ever changing. But only thing is the professionals need to be very careful, cautious. What is that cautious and careful? You have to develop the talent. You have to develop the potential to adapt to those challenges and changes. Otherwise, how the technology is changing is, whatever you studied yesterday is becoming obsolete tomorrow. Today, it is becoming obsolete. Such being the speed with which the technology is changing, such being the case, just imagine and please become cautious that how I have to adapt to these changes. Unless you adapt to these changes, definitely you cannot think of becoming a professional of quality. So therefore, my humble submission that this particular conference, I am very sure that it is going to throw a light and open up your mind to think otherwise. And there will be too many takeaways. See, why the students, I always focus the students to attend is, you are the people, you are the young minds. Young minds are very strong. But until unless you put your mind to, practice, you cannot achieve your goal. And these are the platforms where you get some sort of information. But information should not become like a data storing. That information should become like processing. Processing knowledge you can gain. But until unless you process, you cannot become intelligent. So I wish that the audience, the participants, going to have a wonderful stay, wonderful learning, wonderful takeaway, and also they are going to implement all those things in the future, and that for the future in the sense, it should be for the society. Whatever you do, finally, until unless it is useful to the society, my contribution is going to be useless. And if you can really convert all this, it may be, because even today, if you go to the rural side, there are plenty of problems which remains unsolved, untouched, unfocused. So therefore, the researchers, especially the students, please, in your own villages, in your own places, there will be multiple problems. And AI is dominating. Until unless, I'm telling you, I'm cautioning you, my dear young minds, please activate your brains. Otherwise, AI will take over. Your brains will become useless. You will be the creator, but it will be your destroyer. So therefore, you need to be beyond AI. You need to control. It's not that the AI will start controlling you. So that happens only when you start thinking, diverting, deviating, reorienting, and applying. So wish that this conference is going to lot many inputs which will definitely enhance your professionalism, and I wish for this, and I wish all the very best for this conference. Hope the conference again maintains its quality, dignity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. In the presence of our chief guest and guest of honor, we are reminded of the power of perseverance, integrity, and power of gratitude. On that note, I would now request the dignitaries on the dais to felicitate our chief guest and guest of honor of the day. Gratitude is a powerful catalyst for happiness. With this cheerful quote, I would now request and invite Dr. Ajay Kumar Dwivedi, Dean R&D and CET and IEEE Branch Counselor, Professor Department of ECE, to propose the word of thanks.
Good morning to everyone. It's a great honor for me to stand before you today to deliver the word of thanks for this enriching and successful technical conference GCAT 2024. First and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. A. Paventhan, Senior Director R&D, Ncet Regional Center, IIT Madras Research Park, for gracing this event with your esteemed presence and for sharing your insightful thoughts. Your words have truly inspired all of us and set the stage for future in growth in respective fields. A sincere thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Chanak Kumar Jha, TPC Chair, Director Planning, Siddharth Group of Institutions, Pune, for taking the time to join us today. Your expertise and encouragement have added great value to this conference, and we are grateful for your support. I would also like to express our gratitude to our guest of honor, Director NES, Dr. S.G. Gopal Krishna sir, for your leadership and vision. Your guidance and continues to inspire, uplift all of us in every endeavor we undertake, sir. Thank you, sir. Next, a big thank to our principal and conference chair, Dr. B.V. Ravishankar, sir, Nagarjuna College of Engineering and Technology, for your constant support and commitment toward academic excellence. Your presence here and your words have motivated us always. Thank you so much, sir. I would also like to thank our convener, Vice Principal, Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Dr. Nagesh K.N., for your contribution in making this event a success. Your dedication is deeply appreciated, sir. A heartfelt thanks to the management representative, Mr. Shibu, Head, Admission, Branding and Marketing, for their continuous encouragement and resources which made this conference possible. To all the speakers, presenters, and panelists, thank you for your thought-provoking sessions. Your knowledge sharing has enriched this event, and we are grateful for your time and effort in preparing such insightful presentations. A special thanks to the organizing committee and the entire team and volunteer of GCAT 2024. Your hard work behind the scenes from planning to execution has ensured the smooth running of this conference. Lastly, to all the attendees, participants, and technical staff, thank you for your presence and enthusiasm and your active engagement. Without you, this conference would have not been as impactful as it was. As we bring this event to a close, I hope the knowledge we have gained here today will continue to inspire future collaborations and innovations. Thank you once again. Wishing you everyone continued success in your future endeavors. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. I would request all the faculties and students to stay back for our keynote session by Chief Guest of the Day.